99 million years. Oswald Chambers said this, and this is a rough paraphrase. And this idea is why I'm bringing up this topic to a room full of people that I know or don't know or have seen in familiar faces and numbers and coaches that I've loved for a long time, or people that I've just met. But this idea, I can't get it off of my mind because it's so profound. Oswald Chambers said this about hell. He said, Christianity, right? We've got an inclusive, universal, loving offer to everyone in the history of the world. But there's a very exclusive way. It's through Jesus. He's the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through him. Universally inclusive offer, extremely exclusive way. And what Oswald Chambers and what Christian orthodoxy believes about this idea of hell and separation from God is that if you have not chosen to follow Jesus, if you have not confessed him as Lord, if you have not understood and owned and believed that he's the Son of the Most High God, he's God the Son, the Son of Man who is sent to seek and save the lost, and that through him you can have eternal rightness and relationship and fellowship with God. And then if you don't believe that these people will spend one day, 1 week, 1 year in hell, conscious of where they are. And worse than that, these people will spend 99 million years in hell knowing that they're no closer to the end. I don't know what your barrier to believing is, but I want you to seek and find God. That we have a God who wants to be found by us. Now, I'm not a Christian because I was born in Dallas in the 21st century in the Bible Belt. We didn't have a Christian home. There was a lot of folk theology running through my house. A lot of ideas like, isn't that in the Bible? God helps those who help themselves, right? That's actually pretty counter to what the Bible says about grace. That's, I didn't know this stuff, but I've studied this stuff. And the reason I'm a Christian isn't because I was born here, but because I've studied it and looked at these things. And I found this holding weight, holding water. This is the truth. Jesus is the truth. He's the way. He's the life. No one comes to the Father except through him. I believe that so much so that I'm going to tell a room full of strangers that if you don't have that exclusive way to God, you can't be in right relationship with him. And I know that sounds very arrogant and very ethnocentric and egocentric and all these other things, but I believe it to be true. And I don't want to see you guys cruise into a cliff knowing that on the other side of that is 99 million years separate from God in a place called hell, which the Bible describes as a lake of burning fire and sulfur. Not here to scare you guys. I'm just saying, if your car is headed that way, I'm not going to be like, oh, I don't want them to be uncomfortable if I say this thing. I want to, with flashing lights, build a billboard, yell and scream, get in there, jerk the wheel, and say, would you just seek the truth? And you'll find it. I can't say anything in an oration to you that's going to change your mind. The Spirit of God has to come into your hearts, and I'm going to be praying for you guys that he does, and I want you guys to echo that prayer for yourself and invite him in. Otherwise, this is a very scary reality and sticky, and I can't get it out of my head. That's why my brother tells me to stop preaching at him. No, I won't, because I love you so much. If this thing was a reality for you, I don't want that to be a reality for anyone, even my worst enemies, okay? So